My wife forced our 5-year-old to donate bone marrow to her childhood friend. My wife wanted our 5-year-old son to donate bone marrow to her childhood friend with leukemia. I fell to my knees begging, showing her the medical report. He's too young. The doctors say the surgery could be life-threatening. Give me 3 days, I'll find another donor. But she tore up the report and fawned over her friend instead. It's just a little bone marrow. Why are you being so selfish? You've spoiled him rotten, that's why he's so self-centered. Our son died from severe complications after the surgery, while my wife celebrated the successful transplant at her friend's bedside. Later, when she begged on her knees to see our son one last time, I touched the empty urn. Didn't you flush his ashes down the toilet yourself? Chapter 1. My father-in-law arrived as I stood frozen outside the emergency room, my throat constricted, unable to breathe. Nathan, don't worry too much. The donation went well, didn't it? Leo will be fine. I knew that, but a voice in my head grew louder, screaming at me to burst into that room and take my son away. The emergency room doors flew open. My father-in-law and I rushed forward, but before we could speak, a nurse shouted urgently. The child's hemorrhaging. We need blood donors with matching types, now. I was Leo's father, but our blood types didn't match. I frantically called my wife. After several rings, Rachel answered. Rachel, Leo's hemorrhaging, you need to. She cut me off. Using our son to get attention. How pathetic. Jake just had surgery and needs care. You're making up excuses to drag me away. Do you want him to die? You're disgusting. She hung up. When I called back, no one answered. My father-in-law awkwardly rubbed his hands together. I'll go. My blood type matches. But he was 70. Donating that much blood would be like suffering a major illness. I tried to stop him, but he waved me off. A life is at stake. Save the boy first. Keep calling Rachel, tell her to get here and help her son. Rachel's phone was off, so I called Jake. He answered quickly, and I heard their conversation in the background. Rachel's gentle voice came through, if the kid dies, he dies. Helping you was his privilege. We can always have another one. My heart turned to ice. I didn't even notice when they hung up. When I came to my senses, my phone showed a photo from Jake. Jake and Rachel sat smiling on his hospital bed with a huge cake that read, Reborn. My father-in-law returned, pale-faced, asking if Rachel had arrived. Not yet. I shook my head, tears streaming down my face. I tried to hide my phone, but it was too late. His face turned ashen. He cursed under his breath about the absurdity of it all. He pulled out his phone to call Rachel, but then the emergency room lights dimmed and the doctor emerged. He removed his mask with a sigh. We did everything we could. For a moment, my heartbeat seemed to stop. All I heard was ringing in my ears until my father-in-law grabbed my arm to steady me. Only then did I realize I'd collapsed. My lips trembled as I asked the doctor, the complications from bone marrow donation aren't supposed to be severe. Even with Leo being young, it shouldn't have been this fast. The doctor frowned, hesitating before speaking. Normally, no. But Mrs. Mitchell demanded we extract 3 times the normal amount of marrow. She said. The doctor paused, clearly reluctant. She said as long as the transplant succeeded, the child's survival didn't matter, and the hospital wouldn't be liable. My nails dug deep into my palms as I forced myself to arrange Leo's cremation. I can't do this anymore. I touched Leo's urn, the words coming from nowhere. Chapter 2. My father-in-law froze, then understood. The Mitchell family has failed you, Nathan. If you want to leave, go ahead. He aged years in that moment, his frame bent with grief. My chest ached. I'd been with the Mitchell family since I was 7. My father died saving Rachel's father. Out of guilt, he took me in to live with the Mitchells, sharing everything with Rachel. Whatever Rachel and her older brother had, I got too. Nominally adopted, I was treated exactly like their biological son. 20 years now. In my heart, I'd long considered him my second father. That's why I'd endured everything Rachel put me through all these years. Her staying out all night at clubs the day after our wedding. Bringing her best friend Jake around constantly, saying inappropriate things in front of our son. I endured it all. I thought as long as I had Leo, I could guard him and make it through life. But now Rachel had taken away my last hope. Without more words, I knelt and kowtowed deeply to my father-in-law several times. Leo's funeral was in 3 days. Before that, I wanted to take him to the amusement park. He'd always wanted to wait for Mommy to go together. He never got to wait for her, and now he never would. Children's screams echoed from the pirate ship ride. For a moment, I thought Leo was beside me. I held the urn close. Leo, is it fun? I'm sorry, Daddy should have brought you sooner. The woman behind me seemed to think I was a grieving madman, murmuring, poor thing. When the ride stopped, I took Leo to try something else. The park was crowded. While queuing, I accidentally bumped into someone ahead. I apologized automatically, then saw it was Rachel. She was impeccably dressed in a red dress, holding Jake's hand with one arm and an unfamiliar child with the other. Seeing me, her expression turned mocking. You lied about the kid dying? What are you doing at an amusement park? Compulsive liar. Good thing I didn't fall for it. I stared at her red dress, my eyes burning with rage. Take it off. Leo had been dead less than 3 days. How dare she wear red? I lunged forward, trying to tear off her dress. Jake shoved me away, shielding Rachel. Aunt Rachel, who is this? Nobody. Just some crazy person. Rachel spoke gently to Hema, tone she'd never used with Leo, now given to a child with no relation to her. Nathan, I suggest you stop walking around in black with an urn. I'm not the superstitious one here. She made no effort to hide her disgust, lunging forward to grab the urn. I dodged, holding Leo close, ready to leave. I didn't want Leo's last moments to witness his parents fighting. But Rachel pursued us. Stop this act. Get rid of that thing. Rachel, this is Leo. If you have any love left for him, come with me to send him off properly. I took a deep breath, eyes red. Rachel looked at the urn, pupils contracting. After a few seconds, she laughed. Nathan, I didn't know you were such a good actor. Since you want that bastard dead so badly, let me, his mother, send him off. She commanded her bodyguards, hold him down. I fought desperately, protecting the urn against my stomach, but a bodyguard's punch to my gut made my arms go limp. I watched helplessly as they handed Leo to Rachel, my eyes bleeding red, hands hanging powerless. Don't, Rachel. That's really Leo. He's your son. Rachel hesitated, seeing actual ashes when she opened the urn. Could Leo really be? Rachel, don't let him fool you. Just for donating Marrow? How could he die? He's probably acting to get you home. Jake stood beside Rachel, arms crossed. Jake's son's eyes darted cunningly. He ran to Rachel, tugging her dress. Auntie, I saw him with a kid my height earlier. They talked, then the kid disappeared. His words ignited Rachel's fury. She grabbed a handful of ashes, crushing them. Ash leaked through her fingers to the ground. Rachel, I'm not lying. Don't touch Leo. Watching the ashes fall, my voice went hoarse, almost breaking. I tried to reach for Leo but was kicked to my knees by a bodyguard. Jake stood over me, stepping on my hand. Kowtow a few times, and we'll believe. These are Leo's ashes. The pain made me gasp, but I nodded, trembling. Fine. Anything to save Leo. Anything to protect my child. My forehead was soon bloody. Please give Leo back. I'll divorce you when we get home. I'll never appear before you again. Her face darkened instantly. Without warning, she started pouring Leo's ashes into my mouth. You need a lesson. Now you're threatening me with divorce? Chapter 3. No. I struggled violently but was held down, unable to move. I closed my eyes in agony until the urn was empty and Rachel finally let go. I knelt there, retching desperately, screaming in despair. Rachel. He was your son. He's dead and you still won't let him rest. Rachel laughed, pressing my face to the ground with her heel. Still lying. I should have thrown that thing in the river. Auntie, I already put it in water. I turned stiffly to see the child had spilled the remaining ashes and was now urinating on them. Finishing, he pulled up his pants, mimicking his father. With a nasty smile on his young face. Uncle, Virgin P wards off evil. Now your son will never find peace. Chapter 4. I couldn't move, only making hoarse sounds from my throat like a mental patient. Rachel rolled her eyes, walking over to kiss the boy's face. Such a good boy. Auntie's been so good to you. This is how Auntie's real child should be, not like some bastard who lies and manipulates. Then Rachel took Jake's arm with one hand and the boy's hand with the other. I'm in a good mood today. Play all you want at the park me treat. Everyone laughed. And celebrated while some flattered Rachel. I stared at that small pile, unable to cry or laugh. My wife, my son's mother, 3 days after his death, took another man's child to an amusement park. She'd even destroyed him in the cruelest way possible. I grew weaker, my mind unable to process the emotions, and finally passed out. I woke up in the Mitchell family bed, my wounds treated. My father-in-law's face was full of guilt, his cane trembling with anger. That monster. How did I raise such a daughter? Nathan, I've called her back. After the ceremony, you'll divorce. Rachel still didn't make it to Leo's burial. We returned from the cemetery to find her lounging in the living room, admiring her fresh manicure. Nathan, didn't you desperately want me here? Well, I'm back. Where's that little beast? Call him out to see me. I ignored her, walking straight past. Leo's gone. Nathan, still putting on an act? You admitted last time you were lying, and now you're at it again. Haven't learned your lesson. Rachel grew angry too, throwing a teacup at my forehead. The barely healed wound bled again, making me look like a vengeful ghost. Stop hiding him. This is your last chance. If he doesn't come out now, I'll never come back no matter how many times you call. I stood, looking directly at Rachel, backing her into a corner step by step. Didn't you already stop coming? Rachel, when we called begging you to come, did you? When we needed you? My questions left Rachel speechless. I didn't argue further, just packed my suitcase and headed downstairs. Where do you think you're going? I don't have time to watch him. I wanted to say Leo didn't need watching anymore, but couldn't voice it. I just reminded her. The divorce papers are on the table. Remember to sign them. Nathan, don't you dare. Rachel tried to stop me but was blocked by her father at the door. Haven't you done enough damage? He slapped her without mercy. Dad, you hit me? Rachel held her swollen face, staring at her father in disbelief. She was the youngest, always pampered. She'd never faced consequences, and now her father hit her for me? You conspired with Nathan to trick me, and now you're hitting me for him. You deserved it. I only regret not disciplining you properly before, destroying Nathan and Leo. Her father pointed at her, furious. How could you not come back when Leo died? How could you let Leo die on that operating table? Chapter 5. Dad, you're lying too. Stop trying to trick me into feeling guilty. Rachel's confidence wavered. Her father was too exhausted to argue, just waving his hand weakly. Whether I'm lying, you know in your heart. Rachel studied his face for any deception but found only disgust. She swallowed hard. It's impossible. Leo must be fine. You're all conspiring with Nathan. I need to find Leo. She searched room by room, even the basement, but found no trace of Leo. Leaning against the wall, her voice trembled. Leo, come out please. Mommy will take you to the amusement park. Come out, or Mommy will be angry. I told you, Leo's gone. You weren't there when we called, and now you're putting on this show. Her brother glared at her before leaving, adding, if you really regret it, divorce Nathan quickly. Rachel looked up, finally noticing all the white cloth everywhere, remembering her father and brother's repeated calls. Leo was waiting for her at the hospital, but what was she doing? She was with Jake, calling Leo a shame. Rachel slid down the wall, kneeling and sobbing uncontrollably. Something fell as she slid, and a childish voice echoed in the room. I love Mommy. I have a happy family. I love Mommy. She pulled out her phone with trembling hands to ask me what happened, but got only automated messages. I'd blocked her. This realization broke Rachel. The divorce papers on the table glared at her. She finally understood I'd never lied. Rachel ran out like a madwoman, kneeling before her father. Dad, please tell me where Nathan is. I want to see our child one more time. You didn't see him alive. No point forcing it now he's dead. Her father didn't help her up, looking at her tears with cruel curiosity. You sent him to die without hesitation. Why cry for him now? I never wanted Leo to die. I just wanted him to help Jake. The doctors said the mortality rate was very low. Rachel shook her head, refusing to believe she'd killed her own child. Didn't you demand they extract triple the marrow? Rachel, how heartless. Triple. How much marrow could his little body have? The child hemorrhaged during surgery and needed your blood. Where were you, Rachel? When he asked for Mommy one last time, where were you? You killed your own son. Rachel collapsed. I didn't know Leo was dying. I just wanted to save Jake. If not for Nathan, would have come back. Even now, you blame Nathan. If he were younger, her father would have struck her with his cane. How has Nathan ever wronged you? You loved him so much. Why did you change after marriage? If I'd known, I never would have let you marry, destroying Nathan. Yes, how did it come to this? Rachel couldn't understand either. She and Nathan had been in love. She pursued him first. She kissed his cheek first, watching his ears turn red. She took his hand first, asking if he'd marry her. She'd promised Nathan that after marriage she'd stick to him like glue, give him children, make him the happiest man in the world. But now, Rachel's lips trembled. I just didn't want to be forced into marriage. Rachel, think carefully. When has your family ever forced you into anything? Even marriage only suggested it because you two were good together. I pushed a little because I thought you were both too shy. I never imagined it would lead to this. Her father muttered, visibly aging with exhaustion. I know I was wrong, Dad. Tell me Nathan's address. I'll find him. I can make amends. I won't tell you. Just sign the papers. Her father responded coldly. Jake and his son arrived at some point. He helped Rachel up obsequiously. Rachel, you might not have Leo, but you have my son. He'll be filial like Leo would have been. Rachel shoved Jake away violently. He's not my child. He's not Leo. You said triple marrow extraction. Was fine. Why did Leo die? Jake's eyes darted away guiltily. The doctor said so. I didn't expect Leo to be so weak. He tried to embrace Rachel. It's just one child. If you want another, I can give you one. Jake, you killed my nephew and dare show your face here. Rachel's brother arrived with a stack of documents, murder in his eyes when he saw Jake. Perfect timing. Saves me the trouble of finding you. He threw the papers at Rachel. Look carefully at what kind of man you abandoned your family for. How he got his leukemia. Jake panicked. Trying to pull Rachel away. Rachel, I'm not feeling well. Let's go to the hospital. His usually effective ploy failed for the first time. She read quickly and laughed coldly. You don't have leukemia. You bribed nurses for fake reports, made my son donate marrow. Jake, you're evil. You killed my child. Exposed, Jake dropped his act. Yes, I lied. I'm evil. But are you innocent? I just wanted to teach Nathan a lesson, make him divorce you. But forcing Leo to donate wasn't my idea. Telling the doctor not to care if Leo lived wasn't me either. You killed your own child. You're the real murderer. You think I loved you? I only loved your money. Rachel, you're such a fool. Nathan loved you so much, and you destroyed him. You don't even know you didn't just kill Leo. You scattered his ashes, forced them into Nathan's mouth. Ha ha ha. Shut up. Shut up. Rachel attacked Jake like a wild animal. Her brother watched coldly. This was all Rachel's own doing. She deserved it. Chapter 6. I knew nothing of the Mitchell family drama. I'd taken Leo to a warm southern city. Leo loved flowers. Here, they bloomed year-round. Living here would make Leo happy. I opened a flower shop, selling flowers at low prices. Sometimes I'd give flowers to children Leo's age. I thought life would continue peacefully, but Rachel's arrival shattered that. In the pouring rain, she stood outside my shop without an umbrella, drawing stares. I softened, handing her an umbrella. Take it and go. We're divorced. I'd gone to City Hall with her father and brother. With them there, Rachel couldn't cause trouble even if she'd wanted to. She grabbed my hand holding the umbrella, looking at me with pitiful eyes, echoing shadows of the past. At 18, Rachel had confessed to me in similar clothes with the same expression. She'd hugged my arm then, wheedling, Nathan, please say yes. I only like you. She'd lost weight since the divorce, looking haggard. I closed my eyes, prying her fingers off one by one. Leave. Don't come back. She pleaded. No. Let me see Leo, please. Leo? I laughed, looking straight at her. Did you forget? You scattered Leo's ashes. We still haven't found them all. Rachel finally remembered the urn at the amusement park really was Leo. She'd brought another child to play while Leo watched, calling Leo a beast. She'd let someone desecrate him. Rachel backed away, mumbling. Impossible. You're lying. You want me to suffer, right? I'll kowtow. I'll apologize to Leo. Tell me it's fake. Rachel, when have I ever lied to you? Every word was true. You just believed Jake instead of me. I didn't want to entangle with her further. I handed her the umbrella and turned to leave. She dropped the umbrella and chased after me. Let me see Leo, Nathan. Please. I shut the door, cutting off her words. I thought she'd give up, but from then on, Rachel stuck to me like glue. Following me to buy flowers, watching me sell them, playing the devoted wife. Multiple customers had commented. Why does that woman keep coming? Be careful, she might be mentally ill. I thanked the customer, giving an extra flower. Thanks for the warning. I know her. Back home, she was already mentally ill. I'll have her family come get her. Chapter 7. I'd prepared to forget the past pain, but Rachel insisted on finding me, tearing open old wounds. If she truly loved Leo, where was she before? This show of guilt was just to ease her conscience. After the customer left, I beckoned Rachel over. Rachel was surprised I'd approach her, joy in her eyes. Nathan, I know I was wrong. Give me another chance. We can have another Leo. She spoke rapidly, afraid I'd send her away. I asked, where's Jake? Rachel looked embarrassed. Jake tricked me into killing Leo. I left him. But don't worry, I got revenge for Leo. He's in a psychiatric hospital now, probably for life. That child who urinated on Leo, I dealt with him too. He'll never urinate again. Her face was crazed as she grabbed my hand. I know I did terrible things. I'm not asking for forgiveness, just a chance. Please, Nathan. The familiar endearment from the same person felt different now. Before Leo's death, hearing this would have made me happy, willing to do anything for her. Now I just felt tired. Don't talk about the past. I wanted to reconcile before. I thought I could warm your heart, that you'd realize I wasn't less than Jake. But I was wrong. You don't love me or Jake. You only love yourself. Rachel explained frantically. No, Nathan. I just didn't want to be forced into marriage. I cut her off. Who could force you? Was I not fun anymore? Was the thrill of defying me stronger than being with me? Same with Jake, you just wanted to see me hurt and begging because of him, didn't you? Having her darkest secrets exposed, Rachel kept saying, no, no. Whether it's true or not, I don't care anymore. If you care about Leo at all, don't come back. Leo doesn't need you. You keep coming here, disturbing his peace. Rachel deflated. I understand. I'm sorry for disturbing you and Leo. She left and didn't return for a long time. I heard about Rachel again a year later from her brother. He wore black, handing me a box. Rachel's dead. She was depressed after returning, then suddenly went to the psychiatric hospital and killed Jake. And the nurses he'd bribed. She didn't even spare the 5-year-old. Then she killed herself at home. Her note only said, sorry to Leo. I think she wanted revenge for Leo. I felt nothing. If only she'd known before. Her brother pushed the box toward me. Her note said to give this to you. He didn't stay long. The family had lost 2 children, hitting their father hard. He needed to watch him. After he left, I opened the box. Inside was a music box and a yellowed letter. Chapter 8. I opened the music box, and Leo's voice poured out. I love Mommy. I love Daddy. I'm Leo. I have a happy family. This was Leo's Children's Day gift for Rachel. Rachel had just reunited with Jake then, staying out nightly. When Leo asked why Mommy didn't come home, I lied that she was angry and needed a gift to make up. But this gift never won Rachel back. I put away the music box and looked at the letter on the table. I knew what it was without opening it. After our first fight while dating, neither of us would budge. Finally, she wrote me a letter. I'd drawn her a forgiveness coupon on it. If Rachel Presented this coupon, no matter what she'd done, I had to forgive her. The door suddenly opened. Wind caught the letter, blowing it away to who knows where. An 18-year-old girl's voice seemed to echo in my ears. Forgive anything? That won't do. If I hurt you, don't forgive me, Nathan. A customer stood at the door choosing flowers. Boss, my son's turning 6. What flowers should I get him? I helped him select some bright ones. Flowers for a birthday? That's unusual. Can't help it, me son loves flowers. His eyes were damaged before, but thanks to a donor, he can see again. After that, he especially loves flowers. He called to the boy playing games nearby. Leo, stop playing. Let's go home. Mom made ribs. Oh, dinner time. Yay, Mom. Isn't Dad good too? Dad's good too. I love Mommy and Daddy. I stared greedily at Leo's retreating figure until he became a speck. After Leo died, I donated all his organs. It was our promise whoever died first would help the other donate. Every child I met on the street could be Leo. He lived on in another way, staying by my side. The end.